will hear a part of a zoology lecture on the woolly mammoth. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 10.
The woolly mammoth was a species of mammoth that lived in the Pleistocene period. However, it got extinct in the Holocene epoch. There have been many prehistoric cave paintings that have depicted the animal along with humans of the time. Considering the evidence and fossils found so far, if we were to compare the woolly mammoth, it shares a resemblance with the present-day Asian elephant. This animal has been much studied due to the huge availability of the frozen carcasses found in Siberia and Alaska, where skeletons, teeth, and stomach contents were discovered. It was only in the year 1796 that this species was declared extinct by Georges Cuvier, who was also referred to as the founding father of paleontology. He was one of the major figures in the 19th century during which he carried out research in natural sciences. One would be thinking about the amount of food consumed by this massive animal in order to survive and be in better health. There is yet evidence to fully support the claim that the mammoths were herbivorous. However, it is evident that these mammoths survived on grasses and sledges. Their jaws were powerful to cut and grind the food, and the tusk was used to reach out to these plants. They were pulled out and the bark was removed using the strong tusk, which acted like a shovel when vegetation was under the snow. Their diet had to be varied and changed depending on the needs of the age and growth as the mammoth grew. On average, a fully grown mammoth spent most of its day wandering around in search of food. Precisely, this is 20 hours a day. Like other animals, even these were exploited for several factors. Even today, elephants are hunted down for their trunks, tusks, and bones. And this was the same for the woolly mammoths too. Not just this, early humans also hunted them for food. There are pieces of evidence where cuts and breaks on their body parts or bones have been found. There is still research on whether or not these animals were primarily hunted for their meat, as there were other easy options available during those times. The bones and tusk were significant construction materials and played a role in developing dwellings. The former was used mainly in making huts, while the latter was used in their entrances. Bones were acquired after successful hunting, and some were also gathered from the remains of the dead animals that were found. The application of bones was versatile, ranging from tools, pieces of furniture, and musical instruments. The ones large in size, for instance, the shoulder blades, were used at the time of burying human bodies. Most of the body parts were put to some use, and some believe even the skin was used in some places while constructing the roofs, where it helped cover the area between bones and tusks. Another critical product for which the animal was largely tracked down was ivory, which continues to be widely used in creating art objects, and is even smuggled in the present times. Back then, it was the primary material in making weapons like daggers and spears, when the prehistoric man started moving away from stone tools. Some of the very popular pieces of art made from ivory are the Venus of Brassenboyer and the Venus of Lespuge.
That is the end of